Hey, good morning, guys. Sorry, late one today. So, this is kind of explain what's been going on there. This is day three. So, yesterday was, yeah, this is day three. Yesterday, we did this. And the reason why this is later in the evening or in the day than normal and then my other two is because when you start a new business or when you're starting to ramp things up, that business sometimes takes a little bit for that revenue to kick in. And so I have bills, I have a family, and I have to pay the bills. So I've been doing Amazon Flex, and this morning, just 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I did it from 6:45 and got done about 9:30, 30ish in the morning. So that's why that happened. So just go over what happened, and we left off at a negative balance of $122.97. Thanks for the monthly store fees coming in at once, as well as the shipping labels and all the fees that go along with it. The goal is simple, looking to get that number down. Yesterday we had a pretty good day on there. We chipped it away a little bit. We had 2 sales instead of 1, so that's always a nice thing. Let me see. Again, I have everything written down so I don't forget anything on there. Yep, awesome. So yeah, we had 2 sales. I managed to get 96 pieces of inventory up, physical media yesterday. And I sold 2 DVDs yesterday. We sold Only the Strong Survive 2020 or 2020, so 2002 is when it was released, and the Black Fox Trilogy 2013 for a total gross price of $33.80. Now that is with the standard $7.99 single item shipping I have on there. So starting yesterday, we had a negative $122.93 with a $33.80 sale. We brought that number down to $109, and so we are bringing it down, as well as we're going to hopefully, normally my weekends are a little bit better than my weekdays, and I'm hoping that is the case this weekend as well on there. So, as we move forward, we see the numbers going the right direction instead of the wrong direction. That's normal, especially with an eBay store or business, because you are always going to get hit with fees at the first of the month, as well as you're going to keep paying fees for your final value fee for the sale, as well as any kind of fees that you need, as well as you gotta buy the boxes and the inventory and all that. Sorry, I'm smacking the table again. All right, so when we look at, there's been a lot of debate on, especially since I'm doing physical media, why not do media mail? Now that's true. An average label for USPS Ground Advantage is about $6, $6.50 I've been seeing. The average price of media mail is about $4.50, $5, depending on the weight of it on there. So I definitely would be able to save money going to media mail. But there are certain restrictions with media mail. First off, it can't have any ads. So I like to put a sticker on back of my packages. It does 2 things. One, it keeps that envelope closed, so that if the adhesive on the padded mail there wears out or doesn't work or whatever, it doesn't fly open and everything goes out. So it keeps it closed. Second of all, it has QR codes and a thank you for supporting a small business on there. So it's an advertisement for my business because I want people to come back to me. So right there, that would disqualify that package for media mail, because you cannot have any kind of ads. Also, if they think that it's not media, meaning it's not a DVD, CD, VHS, cassette tape, 8-track, whatever, if they don't think it is classified as media mail, and say you're sending a bottle of Advil, or I don't know, on there, you're sending it, and they're like, that doesn't feel like a DVD, so they can open your media mail and see what's in it, and then they'll charge you or send it back to you, saying that postage is due on that. Or worst case scenario, they send it on with postage due, and your buyer pays postage, and you get really not a nice message from them. So those are the restrictions on there. It has to be media mail, no advertisements, and they do reserve the right to open it to inspect what's in it. So with USPS Ground Advantage, I don't have to worry about that. I can put advertisements on there. I can put advertisements in it. In my packaging, I do put in the packing slip that I get from eBay so that they can see what they're paying on that side, as well as they can make sure that the item I sent matches what is on there as well. And so it just kind of makes it more of a presentable nicety for the customer on that side. So let me see. Also, like I said in my other video, speed. USPS Ground Advantage is way faster than media mail. Like I said, the email is the last thing that gets loaded on truck, and if there's no space on the truck, it waits for the next one to come by. So it is way faster on there, and I think my customers like their product faster than what me email can do on there. And then lastly, it's insured. Me email is not insured, so if it gets lost in a postage, or say your local mailman drops it and runs it over and destroys it, there's no insurance to cover it, meaning you'll still get the package back with a broken DVD saying sorry, but you still then have to end up refunding the buyer the price of the item, the shipping costs and everything. With the USPS Ground, if that gets broken by the post office or it shows up broken to the customer, I can then go ahead and put an insurance claim in it, on it, and hopefully get some money back. Now, if it's a $5 or $6 or even a $10 or $15 DVD, I'm most likely just going to refund them, say sorry for the inconvenience, and throw away. Now I think I'm going to ask them to send it back, even if if I'm going to refund them anyways, just because of how the scammers have been using AI to take a picture of the shaker bottle and say, hey, AI, take this image and make it look like it's cracked. And then they'll send that as proof as it got damaged during shipping. And so I'm probably going to end up asking for them to send it back. I'm putting a return and send back. Even though I'll be paying for the return postage, I'm hoping that will deter scammers or people that are trying to do that to not do it, and they'll just go away. So I think I'm going to change it a little bit, unless I know the seller and we've done business before, or the buyer and we've done business before. I think that's what I'm going to go forward with from now on. All right, well, today's actually going to be a pretty short one, so I'll just let you know what's going on today. So I have ran out of space of where my new inventory system stops. So what I'm going to do is there's 2 boxes that you can't see over here in the old totes. I am going to have to go through those, delist everything. Anything that I'm going to relist, I'm going to put into my piles to relist. Anything that's going to go to the DI or to be donated to the thrift store, I got a tote right here that I'm going to fill up. Once I get that done, I will take the next 10 totes, put them right here, and then move everything over to the next shelving unit that I cleared. Once that's clear and everything's moved up, it'll at least give me one more shelving unit on the back end that I can start filling back up, if not more. Last time I did this, I actually got a shelving, one full shelving, which these are 5 shelves, right? 1, 2, yeah, 5 shelves. So I got 1 full shelf plus a half of a shelf, so 2 more shelves that I can fill up. So I'm going to follow that process until we get through and get all these old totes taken away. Like I said, I am going to keep some larger items that don't fit in the boxes, but they will be limited, as well as they will be in my storage unit instead on that side. So, and I'll just have to go out and get them. I forgot to show you, so let me show you the 2 DVDs that sold so you kind of have an idea of what they are. Okay, so that one's just sold this morning. If you want to check out, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. It's a 4-pack Western Trilogy, so Breakheart Crest, Vince's Coming, Mississippi Breaks, and Doc on there. But here, let me see, I can pull that up. So this is the first one I sold yesterday, the music one, and this is maybe I can turn down the brightness of this. There we go. and that's the second one, the Black Fox Trilogy one. So those are the two DVDs that sold yesterday, and the 4-1 sold this morning. And that one sold actually for $7.3 plus shipping on it, $7.99. Right. So day 2. But day 3, you know, I'm going to be starting right now on that side. I mean, the hustle is real. The schedule is packed, is to do those inventory things and to get this garage on the way to being fully systemized, where it will make it easier to list as well as to pull on that side for it. Tomorrow morning, if I don't get the entire thing moved over, I will be getting that, but I do have another Amazon run in the morning as well, so I'll have to get that done on there. But if you have any comments, any questions, any ideas, say hi. I would like it. My last video did all right. I was just lurking at as well. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but no comments, so I would really like it. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed and has been supportive. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.